fix that microphone. Yeah. Just tell you all a little bit about my experience. So, Ethan Wright came and talked, I think 2 years ago, about his experience with Beach Reach, and I don't know how many people really remember that, but I remembered it a lot because he was a pretty good friend of mine from high school, and he goes to Northern Kentucky University, and he just kind of told about this experience of going down to Panama City Beach in Florida, and just doing mission work down there during spring break. And I thought it was a really cool opportunity, so it was something that I've always wanted to do throughout college, and this year I had the time and the money to do it. So we went down 2 weeks ago on Friday with the BCM, the Baptist Campus Ministry at Louisville. We left on Friday and we went down to Panama City. And the way things worked down there was every evening from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. we would do free van rides for all the spring breakers down there. And then in the mornings from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. we would do free pancake breakfasts for everybody down there. And and then at night from like 7 till 8:30 we would do evening worship services. So we had a little bit of free time during the day, but the whole premise of this whole trip was just to kind of share the gospel with people, but to do it in a more loving manner. I don't know about like other college campuses, but I know at the University of Louisville we have our like own free speech area, and in that free speech area people can request to reserve it for spots, and it's right by our student activity center. And a lot of times we'll get speakers there that are just like blasting students and telling them, "Oh, you're going to hell. Look what you're wearing. You don't go to church. Shame on you. You're going to hell." And that's definitely not the ministry that we want to portray. And it was definitely not the purpose of the trip. So it was really cool to go down there and really just express God's love for all of us, to people that are there. Panama City is kind of like an island. It's off the coast of Florida, I guess. I haven't really looked at the map. I have no idea, but that wasn't important. It was warm, that's all I know. So I know you have to like cross a little bridge to get to the island, and there's 120,000 people that live on Panama City Island. And there's 300,000 spring breakers down there during college spring break. So there's 420,000 people on this little island, and there's one cop for like every 7,000 people there's one police officer. So that was really intimidating. Pretty much everybody down there is really hammered all the time, constantly drunk, constantly on drugs. Even at like 10 a.m. in the morning, they were really drunk. It was scary. But there were just some crazy things that I saw down there, and most nights I was a doorman for the van. I didn't actually drive the van because you have to be 25 to do that. But so basically, we would get phone calls to our central station back at our like home base, I guess you could say, and then they would relay through text message to us where we were going to pick the person up, and we would take the people wherever they needed to go. So during that time, we just had the opportunity to kind of share the gospel with them, and it was really cool to just share our love. And a lot of people were just completely baffled at the fact that we would be down there spending our entire spring break giving out free van rides and free pancakes and paying to do that. So it was just a really cool segue to tell them about how great that God's love is for us, and just how much that He's done for us in our lives, and just really to share our testimony with them. And it was a good experience just to build relationships with people and to plant seeds in people's minds. It was kind of astonishing to hear how many people, most people, I don't think I encountered anybody down there that didn't say they were a Christian. It was crazy. I probably talked to anywhere between 15 and 20 people, had solid conversations each night down there. Because that's how long, you're out there for 5 hours, you get to have plenty of conversations with all sorts of people. And I think every single person said that they were a Christian. And these are people that are really drunk, and it's amazing how quickly they sobered up when you started to talk about God with them. But it really hit hard, I think, was this lackadaisical and just kind of almost laziness that we have today as Christians. I really noticed how like content that people can become in their own lives, and how comfortable that we can get, and how we can really kind of twist sometimes the message that the Bible gives into the message that we want it to give us, to really help us to just do whatever we want to do, and just have whatever pleasures that we want in life at the expense of our salvation, really. So that really hit hard, and I think it helped me grow a lot too. I know a couple of the guys that went down there with the BCM, and my group of friends were people that were attending Southern Baptist Seminary. So it was really cool to watch them evangelize the people and just get to experience that. Yeah, but it was an awesome experience, and the biggest thing that I had to take away from it was it really made me question why I'm not already really just sharing my faith with everyone that I come into contact with back home. I ran into a lot of kids down there that are in my fraternity and that are going to Louisville, and they were just really drunk, and they kept teasing me about why I was down there, and it really opened up this huge window of opportunity for me to talk to them back at home, and it's already led to some really cool things, but it has just really opened my eyes to just how important it is to really share our faith. I mean, like I said, this is the first mission trip I've ever really been on, so it's definitely crucial that we share our faith as Christians and don't just hide in our comfort zone and hide in our shelter. So, yeah, that's fun. So.
All right.